So John, if you want to just open up with, what do you do? What's your industry like? And we'll get into more of the details, but what's your industry and what got you into that, really?
Yeah, hey, my name is John Alom. I'm a commercial real estate advisor with the Realcom Advisors here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm also a founder of A3 Capital LLC. We do strip mall investment, and I own some franchise restaurant as well.
Fantastic. Thank you for that. And you've you've been in this kind of entrepreneurship for a little while. And what got you into that? Were you always interested in that? Did you move from a corporate side, similar to me, or what was your kind of pull towards it?
I work for big franchise owner for fast food 25, 27 some years, but I also own a part of the business, the franchise market here. But I always wanted to go branch out and do maybe smaller brand or so, but more control over, I guess you can say.
Right
That's
on.
the reason I branched 2019, I think.
There you
We
go.
bought those franchise business.
Yeah, we all want more control of our lives, right? Calling our own
Absolutely,
shots.
absolutely. If you know where you want to go, that's the
Yeah.
best way to do them, to control it.
Yes, absolutely. And I think you're in two important roles right now. If you go just like what, I guess, what is your core functions there? What do you do in those roles and deliver value to your clients?
Yes, as a commercial advisor, I help a property owner, landlord, this case, and a tenant who looking for spaces to lease or expand their business. So I help the both side, and I can see and I can feel it both hand because I also invest in the commercial properties, and I ran restaurant business. Matter of fact, we have restaurant now, so I know both sides who what they're looking for. So I don't just tell them square foot this and that, but I really know what type of business you try to run from the particular location. So I have a better in that experience, I guess, help my clients or help my landlord.
Right. So you do the deals, of course, you have clients, and
Absolutely.
you're also on the operation side because you know what's going down, kind of feet on the ground. So kind of an
Yeah.
all-around player, would you say?
I should not give my credit that much, but yeah, I do all of the little bit here, a little bit there.
That's good. Now see all sides of the business. That's great. That kind of touched on my next question, which was, what does a typical day look like for you? It kind of really just leads right into it. But what would you say that is like for you? Lots of meetings, meeting with potential partners and things like that.
There is a 2 days not the same. There's today one thing, tomorrow is other thing. Just say this morning I'm negotiating the lease with a client, with a
Mhm.
landlord. Maybe tomorrow I'm doing something else. Maybe this afternoon I probably have to go show a property with either landlord or operator. So it's always different. That's the make it fun. So you don't have one set thing you always gonna do and do and do, and you get bored at it. But this thing is always different.
I like that. Yeah, keeps you on your toes. It keeps it interesting and fun, like you said.
Yeah, the like this morning is the real thing. This morning happened. I write a LOI for one of my client. I send it to landlord team yesterday, and I got a response this morning, and they accept almost everything other than a couple tweaking we need to do. And I called the client. Client was so happy, just like they thought they're gonna take a process, gonna take a little time.
Hmm.
I say, yeah, they may take a little time if you know what you're doing and put it together. I, as an agent advisor, I know what they're looking for. So I can put all those number, tweak everything in the built-in. So before they ask what they need, I already give them the answer. So they're tidying up the timeline.
Good. Taking care of your clients, doing all the things. Love that.
Yeah. I mean, we are in the client business, people
Yes,
business. We may
absolutely.
sell boring real estate or food, but we still in the people business.
That's right. We always are, right? No matter what we
Yeah,
do.
absolutely. But sometimes some people forget about we are people business.
Yeah.
That's the trouble come.
Yeah. I like that. And I'd like to go more into that too in a moment. Some of the issues, and that may not necessarily be into the industry, but overall, we're people interacting with people on this planet, and so you can't lose sight of that. And you have been in this industry for a while, wondering kind of what shifts you see, maybe in just like the last 5 years, but really you've been in this for, I think, probably a couple decades at this point in different capacities, right? But what do you see has changed in, let's say, the last 5 years versus like where things are going in the next 5, 10, maybe even 20, potentially?
Yeah, there's always moving parts of everything. In Vegas, we are seeing fewer big box deal, but we have a lot of demand, is small thrift center or drive-through pad, and most of the franchise brand is taking over almost all the proper sites, you can say.
Hmm.
But there's more strip mall, and after the pandemic, and people don't go out there too far. They do work from home. They go on neighborhood like coffee shop, like haircut place, the simplest stuff. There's a strip mall area neighborhood close to the house. Those are is the demand. So
Yeah, and I've noticed that myself too, trying to get out more, especially with remote work, just going to local businesses to do work on a laptop, and so
yeah, exactly.
um,
Take
that's
your laptop and sit on the Starbucks. This case, I guess you can see a lot of them
yeah. So that's been a
without
noticeable
doing
kind of
things.
a noticeable shift that you've seen with the pandemic and how work has changed quite a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's a lot of changes. Like office, people don't go to the office. Almost nobody go to the office. Like our company, Realcom has office.
Hmm.
As that's not that many at the office. They
Right.
come
Right.
as they needed basis, I guess.
Yeah. It's the hybrid work, right? Where we're
Yeah,
in or we're
also.
out, we're moving around, and so how is
Like
that
I
like?
go to the office twice a week for a
There you
couple
go.
hours a day, just to go see our people, see the
Are,
broker,
are
talk
you
to whoever there.
are you mostly like in the field though, or do you generally do a lot of work in the office? Like, you're probably meeting a
No,
lot.
no, our job is to relationship
Yeah.
business, not from the office, from face to face. That's
Yes.
I like to do. Take client
Yeah.
for coffee, go visit a property, or go see landlord what they want to talk about today. Or
Absolutely.
they're ready to invest another strip mall or another
Hmm.
another property they come in. So you just go, give them a your best advice.
Hmm.
Sometimes they like our best advice. Sometimes they think we don't know what we're talking about.
Right. Right.
But end of the day, that's our client, that's our landlord, that's their
Yeah.
money. We can just guide them. They make the final decision.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep. Exactly. You give the advice, but if it's up to them if they want to take it.
yeah.
And so how has that impacted how you approach business or really your growth strategy and what you do with this kind of not necessarily new, but shifting kind of environment? How has that affected you and how do you view things now moving forward?
It is, you can say, I have a lot of experience, 25, 27 some years. That helped me tremendously. Was either retail or restaurant. When I talk to our clients or landlord, they know if they have a property second gen restaurant or they want to build a restaurant. If you tell them, hey, I own restaurant, I'm operating a restaurant, I'm also a same times commercial real estate agent doing the restaurant work and retail work, so I know what other guy looking for. And same times when I talk to the tenant, I know what landlord is looking for. I mean, tenant, there's a lot of things price gone up tremendously, so the built out cost pretty high. So they're looking for favorable lease term. And same time, the landlord, they want their property to make as much profit or money they can be. So you gotta find a balance.
Yeah. So it's not even just experience, which obviously you have, but it's building that trust up front so that you can effectively guide somebody. You have the experience, but you need to show that first of all. And like that's the foundation of relationship building, really business in general. So would you say that's kind of an accurate kind of approach to how you do things?
You're 100% right.
Yeah.
People do business with people who they know and trust.
Hmm.
Again, we come to the people. So when I was talking about a little bit ago, the creative relationship, that's the way you know people, they know us. And as you talk, you and me talking, we just talking and talking about something. And the in between the talk, people, they know us, they know what we're talking about. If they don't know us, they also know what kind of information or talking about, they don't make no sense.
Right.
They can read in between the line. So if you know what you're talking about,
Hmm.
they feel it.
Oh yeah. 100% people I work with too.
Yeah.
And you've been in this industry, of course, and this might be kind of an overlapping answer, but what would you say has really worked for you over your time building relationships, obviously, but is there anything else that you would say has really been like a foundation or a pillar to your success?
Yes, I've been in this market since 2000, and and I'm in restaurant business since 97. So I know the whole market, every corner. I know a lot of people in the industry. So people know me, people know my name. So when I go and see the clients, if they know if they know who you are and they know who I am, that's a half of the battle. Other thing just present the information, the number. I mean, if the number makes sense, everything makes sense because I'm there for a reason and they know me already.
Hmm.
So that's, you can say, my upside because I've been here a long time and
Yeah.
I'm doing it for a long time.
Through the recessions and all that. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. You got
You
to
built up your
stick to it.
brand.
There are no shortcut. Just keep doing them.
Yeah. Love that. And then on the flip side of that, what has been frustrating to you? What has kind of turned your gears? There's times I'm sure where you felt like hanging up the coat, and of course you didn't, and you never will. But what were those things that hung you up a little bit?
I mean, we think almost all the time, maybe this is a forget that. But there's things happen
Yeah.
that you have to sit back and think about it. Hey, that's doable. Just sit back and talk about it, see how we can improve it.
Hmm.
Uh, but these days, since 20 pandemic, I guess uh, uh, landlord they're kind of sometimes unrealistic with their pricing
Hmm.
structure. But that's not 2019. That says 2024, 2025. So we got to think differently. I mean, they know that, but bigger landlord know that they don't care because if
Hmm.
they have money, if it said that 3 extra months, 6 extra months, no big deal.
Yes.
But if you're talking to smaller investor, smaller landlord, that's the problem. Because if they hire us for a reason, for
Right.
our advice, our knowledge, and they trust us to guide them right way. Sometimes they feel they feel their property worth whatever they think this worth.
Right.
But you got to look at the where your property they're located, because one side of the Las Vegas, one price, middle of the Las Vegas, another price. If you go someplace else, different price.
Hmm.
Doesn't matter you lease, buy, or sell, either way.
And there's a like negotiation that needs to happen. There's need to establishing facts. This is what it is. This is what it is realistically. And here's where you fall within that when you're engaging with clients. Obviously, there's like the political and the economic factors that come into play as well. What about in terms of client acquisition, meeting new clients and folks to potentially just engage with? Has that ever been an issue for you?
Uh, I'm not sure this issue. You can say time to time a little bit challenging maybe
Mhm.
because you cannot find those clients just sitting around front of the computer. You have to go out there. You have to find where they hang out. You have to go talk to them, go see their businesses, go see their office, take them for lunch or talk to them. If you're looking for, if you just visit once or twice and you're going to get a business from the client, you're thinking it wrong. This is a long-term play. You
Mhm.
got to stick to it to play the game. Play the game, but don't quit. Play the game slowly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta hang in there. These deals aren't
hang in
happening
there.
overnight. Yeah.
Yeah, just like a lot of people. That's not only real estate. You should simply open a business.
Hmm.
They think they're going to make money as soon as they open the door. They don't work that way. People don't know you there. People don't know you open the business. 6 months, 9 months, you got to stick to it. Just go out there, talk to
Yes.
people. Say, hey, I just opened my whatever coffee shop. I just opened a coffee shop there. Come visit us. And you think they're going to remember you one time or twice? No, because
Right.
they're going, used to go to a different coffee shop every day morning.
Yeah.
So they take time to create a habit or break a habit. I think where I lived, the rate somewhere that they take 21 days to just to break a habit or create a habit.
Yes. Yeah.
So 21 days, long time. If you
Yeah.
just go talk to the 1 or 2 days, that's not 21 days.
And that reminds me a lot of just a life lesson in general. It's mindset, right? It's you approach mindset with business and life, and you have to have the right one, really, is you have to adopt that kind of growth one, and then understanding what it really takes and then sticking with it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because end of the day, people has to come to you.
Yeah.
How they come to you, you have to go them. You have to go see them first. They know, hey, John opened a business or Ben opened a business, whatever it is. Yeah.
And so moving forward, where do you see yourself or where are you trying to get really in the next 6 to 12 months? Do you have a vision, a goal that you're trying to obtain?
I always have a vision and goal, but goal is just what is the goalpost just move forward and forward for somehow.
Yes.
Maybe I just grow. That's so we just say that's maybe doable or a little bit earlier. Say next year we want to get to another strip mall for our
Mhm.
investment purpose for A3 Capital LLC. Our goal at least three tenant strip mall, minimum three. They can go maybe six, seven. And real estate, the advisor side to have been grow the landlord book,
Mhm.
either more investor clients or yeah.
And remind me, you're exclusively in Las Vegas, correct? Is that where your market is only?
Las Vegas, whole Nevada, Las Vegas, Reno, because I do some of the deal in Reno. When I have a decent amount deal, I go fly there. When
Yeah.
I have a smaller one, I just give it to another agent
Mhm.
from there that I work with. Yeah.
And what challenges or what do you have to take into consideration when you go into different markets, say across state lines into different states? Obviously, there's other regulations, but what do you have to take into consideration for doing that?
You always have to go find another local broker because then doesn't matter what I know, they know more than I do, just
Mm.
a hands down, if they're decent enough. Because I don't know their rule and regulation, I don't know their market. I can read their market from my computer. Reading is one thing, and you physically been there. There's two different things.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of challenges sometimes. That's the reason you always work with another agent from that side of the world where you will end up with.
Mhm.
So
And what landed you in Las Vegas? Is that just home base for you? It's always been, or what
that's
got you?
a home base. Yeah, I've been here since 2000. I
Mhm.
came to the country in 97. I was in Texas for a little bit of time,
There you
less
go.
than a year or so.
Mhm.
Then I moved to Utah for another little bit of time. Then I moved here.
There's a
So
lot of cash
here,
flow there. So
here I met my wife, my family here, my business is here.
very
Everything
nice.
is here pretty much.
Yes. Good. Excellent. And challenges come up left and right. We know this. What's like a major challenge that you experience in today's day and age? The business, has it changed much over? I mean, we talked about the hybrid versus remote workspace workplaces, but what's something now that you're trying to face? And you mentioned also the client communications, but anything that comes to mind that's a major challenge?
Major challenge always is some type of challenge. Like if you're looking at my business side, there's a tariff impact
Yeah.
pretty costly for our business. If you look at the same business side with the people is scared what is going on in the world nowadays. So that's impacted business, sales, profit, all that. Commercial real estate side,
Yeah.
interest rate is still a little high.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
And I'm aware on the supplies, goods and supplies side of tariff impacts. Can you go more into depth of like how that impacts your industry? Is it more just market costs and things like that that go with what you do?
Just our restaurant business, our Mexican food franchise, our coffee franchise. Mexican food franchise, what do we sell? Tacos,
Yeah.
avocados, lettuce,
Mhm.
tomatoes.
Yes.
Majority come from Mexico. So
Right.
those
Yeah. That makes
tariffs
sense.
add up. And you cannot just keep raising price. One taco costs $5, $6. You cannot do that.
Right.
So you have to think about the customers. So short term, you have to just bite the bullet, just pay for it.
Hmm.
But just to gain a customer loyalty.
Yes.
So if a customer know a hard time, we still stick around and we did our part to help our customer, our neighbors. They're gonna remember, they're gonna come back.
Hmm.
That's we barely raised any price 2025,
Hmm.
2024. We did raise, don't get me wrong, we did raise, but compared to other similar business, we did not even raise maybe compared to their 25%.
Okay. Strategy
Simple.
behind that. You want client retention, really, right?
That's our goal, the
Yeah.
customer retention. Yeah. Then transaction wise, commercial real estate transaction, that's not a whole bunch of small player game because interest rate. And I'm one of the small player. So either I'm also an agent, so I see the both side. I
Hmm.
know how I feel to is this number make if you buy this strip mall or this thing is that make sense. Can I
Hmm.
rent it out and still cover my expenses? It's tight, pretty tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see sales transaction little low,
Yep.
but it's still a lot of movement in the listing side of it.
Yes. And being in this market and industry for multiple years, decades, do you have a big team now, or do you like to keep it slim? I know there's strategy behind both, but what's your kind of oversight on that?
Commercial, I don't have a big team, but our business side of it,
Yeah.
decent side, you can say maybe few more or less 100 person team.
Sure. Yeah.
So yeah,
A lot to manage there, huh? Hmm.
I have a good
Industry.
people. I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
have to manage day-to-day operation, but
There you go.
in the day I had to manage something.
And so what's one piece of advice you could give somebody if they were trying to get into commercial real estate, entrepreneurship? You've done this, you know what it takes, you continue to do this. What's something that is kind of an anchor for you as you continue to progress?
Because we always want things to happen sooner than later. There is no shortcut. Only one thing I can say, no shortcut. Just keep doing it. Is it every day is going to be perfect? Absolutely not. Is it doable? Yes. Just think tomorrow get better, tomorrow get better, tomorrow get better. Don't quit. Just keep going forward. Don't find a shortcut. Shortcut not gonna give you where you try
Yeah.
to go.
People want fast action, fast results, but delayed gratification is really what's going to drive you. Keep that
Yeah,
in vision, is how I see that.
exactly. Think long term. The long term will win.
Fantastic. Is there anything else that you wanted to call to mind? Anything else that came up while we're just kind of chatting over some questions here that is helpful for you to share or that you want to share?
Yeah, just be open minded. I mean, this goes to for tenant or landlord or regular customer. Be open minded. There is no set rule on regular other than this legal stuff. Those are you cannot change. But structure lease or sales or there's always the other two different way to get this done.
Hmm.
Yeah, you just be open minded. Hear the other person. They may have something different, but it's still workable. Our goal to make things happen
Hmm.
that's benefit the landlord, benefit the tenant. So just be open minded. Give it a little
Yeah.
time so both party can hear each other.
Yes. I like that. Continuing to listen instead of always speaking to, right? Hearing both sides, whether you think you're right or wrong. It's understanding really is how I like to engage my conversations, understanding before trying to be understood. And I think that goes a long way.
Absolutely. You never know. They maybe talk like 10 minutes, but they just say one little word in between the 10 minutes that changes the whole game.
Yes.
So,
It's like looking for that moment,
yep.
insight, as I call it.
Yeah, exactly. Little nugget.
Yes. Terrific. Okay, John. Well, thank you. Really appreciate it again. We'll be in touch. I'll send you some link. I'll actually send you a request on LinkedIn here shortly as well. Get connected, and anything else I can potentially help with or you're curious about, feel free to reach out. And I really appreciate your time here today.
I will. Thank you. Thank you for reaching out.
Thanks, John. Take care.
Bye.